Jnanam te aham savijnanam idam vakshyami asheshataha yad gyatva neha bhuyo anya gyatavyam avashishyate. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and nominal, by knowing which there shall remain nothing further to be known. Nothing further to be known. And very interesting here, Krishna is saying, I am going to teach you in full. Many religious teachers in the history did not teach everything. I want to give him so much, but you can't bear it now. It was mostly spoken like this. You're not ready, I have so much to tell you. But here Krishna is telling you, and I'm going to tell you in full. Both knowledge, Vijnana and Vijnana. Okay? Let us try to understand this. First thing Krishna is saying, Idam Vakshyami. I'm going to tell you. You cannot know on your own. If you want to know full knowledge, go to Krishna. On your own, you will never be able to know. अगर आप खुद सत्य जानना चाहते हैं, कभी नहीं पता पकड़ पाएगा. Therefore, the namanta eva. To advance in spiritual life, first thing we should become humble. There are 20 elements you should have if you want to receive a real knowledge. And first element is humility, pridelessness, amanitvam. Then you can understand. Krishna is telling here clear knowledge. And there is no way we can know the absolute truth today, because it is beyond my capacity. If I want to know how the creation has happened, please accept it is not possible for you to know. Just like in this room an ant is there. आगे इस कमरे में एक चींटी है और उसको ये पता करना है क्या गीता का प्रवचन हो रहा है, वो नहीं समझ सकते. अपने आप तो नहीं समझ सकते, उसको हमारा लैंग्वेज ही मालूम नहीं. राइट? दैट्स व्हाट एग्जांपल यू टेक. इट इज टू स्मॉल, बहुत छोटा. सो आप इस सृष्टि के सामने भी पैर पटक पटक के चल सकते हो. Sometimes we do. But actually we are very, very small. It is not possible. In fact, we see in Bhagavatam, when Narada approaches Brahma to tell him something about spiritual knowledge, Brahma says, even I cannot understand God. And Brahma is a very big personality. So if you want to know, you have to know it from the people who know. You cannot experiment this. And how those people know? They heard from people they know. This is called Avaroha Panta. The knowledge has been received through disciplic succession. It is not an experimental knowledge. So today that is the mistake of the modern civilization. We are thinking, imagining, and we are thinking we got the truth. And every day another person comes and says, no sir, this is something else is the truth. And not only I'm just speaking story, I'll just show you actually here what's happening. In Bhagavad Gita, in this chapter, Krishna says, I'll give you an example to prove my statement. How you have to know only from descending. In this chapter in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is going to say, Bhumi apo anulo vayu kham mano buddhi evacha ahankara itiyam me bina prakriti ashtadha. The whole mental energy Krishna will divide into 8. Bhumi, we know Bhumi, earth, which you can perceive by the 5 senses. Bhagavatam explains, Bhumi has all the 5 things. All the 5 senses can perceive it. That's the definition of Bhumi. Okay? Bhumi doesn't mean only earth. This is also earth. Then water, which cannot be perceived by smell. You lost one thing now. Only 4 things can capture it. How scientific it looks. Fire, earth, water, fire. Now you cannot taste it also. One more, only now three ways you can capture it. Air, you can't see it also now. Only 2 ways you can capture it. Why? It can carry sound, and why? And then kham, ether, akash. In fact, interestingly, previously scientists used to say space is empty. Now after quantum they agree this. They did experiments to prove it. Space is not empty. That they call ether, kham. So the kham itself they don't know actually. Kham is another area which is not known to the science today. And then Krishna, bhumi apo analo vayu, kham mano, mind. Science doesn't know what is mind. They don't know what's mind. For them, mind is nothing but some neurons simulating and some kind of. Therefore, they say, no. We have made robots, but very soon we'll make conscious beings. What are you talking? What are you talking? बोलते ना बकरी क्या नहीं खाती, पागल क्या नहीं बोलते. क्या बोल रहे? Robots cannot be conscious being. It is a machine. See, the point is take credit for what you do. Don't speak more. And now it's really something sarcastic, but take it in a proper way. In a Vedic culture, Shudras were not allowed to talk about Brahman, neither study the Vedas. That's what is happening today. Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha. Kalyuga, everybody is a Shudra. Kalau Shudra, everybody is a Shudra. Shudra knowledge is this: they can bend iron. Chaku bana liya. But they should not talk about Brahman, and they were not allowed also. Today they are talking about Brahman, and that's why they have caused confusion in the society. They should not talk about Brahman. What do you say? And then they are talking, and they are talking nonsense. They should speak in their area. Law has a teda hota. Good. We will give you marks for that. Chup, bas. Don't talk about Brahman. Why are you talking about Brahman? Just because they made iron rod and bend it, एक लोहे की रॉड बना के बेंड कर दिया, they think we can tell you how creation came. क्या बोल रहे हो तुम रॉड बेंड किया ना, हाँ, good, that's it, we'll give you 10 rupees for it, and just be satisfied. You get your chappal repaired. After that he tells you, I'll tell you how the market is operating. So कितना हुआ? 10 रुपये. हाँ, चुप. You go. You will not waste your time. You know it is not his capacity. So it is not easy to talk about Brahman. It requires a lot of purification. It's a self-realization. You can't even see Brahman. What you will talk? Therefore, they make statement like this. Have you seen God? When they speak like that, we know. Okay, that's okay. There's no need to waste time. So that is a mistake actually. So Krishna, if you want to know, you have to know from Krishna. He's saying, I'm going to tell. On your own, you can. आप खुद अपने आप से भगवान को नहीं समझ सकते. भगवान बोल रहे हैं, सुनो. Problem है, नहीं सुनना चाहते. ठीक है भाई? Now I was explaining to you, even this much was heard by science. How much science would have changed? ठीक है? Mind is another instrument. Mano, kham mano buddhi evacha. Mana, intelligence is another subtle element, not instrument, element. Mind is another element, intelligence is another, and then ahankara, another one. And on top of that, Krishna says, beyond this inferior energy, aparam itastu anyam prakividhi me param. There is something para, higher. Jiva bhuta mahabhavo yayedam dharite jagat. That is the jiva, the living entity, which is even higher than this. So where is the science only talking about these 4 lowest items out of the 8? They don't know top 4 at all. So why they are in this unfortunate, embarrassing condition? Because they didn't hear to Krishna. They would have been, see, mind, intelligence, falling, also go and come. They are material, there's nothing spiritual about them. वो ही पता नहीं चला. And above this 8, the 9, the soul, where they are going to know? ठीक है? What mistake they did? They did not hear Gita respectfully. Krishna is saying, listen. Just like sometimes elders say, सुनो भाई, तुम सुनते क्यों नहीं? Krishna बोले, सुनते क्यों नहीं? 8 चीज होती है material और उसके ऊपर एक soul spiritual. They don't listen. If they just listen to what Krishna is saying, it makes sense also. See, Krishna is the best teacher. Please understand this fact. ये जी समझिए, Krishna से अच्छा teacher नहीं हो सकता. तो आप ऐसा नहीं सोचिए. What is the qualification of good teacher? He can convince you very difficult thing, no? पढ़ो तो. He is such a good teacher, he will convince you. But we don't give him an opportunity. Suppose you are a very good teacher. You can teach me some new tough language. It looks very tough. Good teacher means he makes it very easy and anybody can learn. That's a good teacher. Good teacher doesn't mean इतना मुश्किल हो गया कि आदमी सोएगा नहीं फिर. Some teachers are like that. And another thing I was studying, teachers means they should have taste in their subject, so that they create ruchi. Mostly teachers today are frustrated people. Where they will create taste. You understand? They should have taste. Means you hear them, you feel like studying that subject now. They enjoying that subject. That's a good teacher. Not only. So Krishna is such a good teacher. If you listen to him, he'll make the subject very understandable. Don't think. That's a mark also great acharyas. Where Vedic concepts are very tough. Way Prabhupada teacher, it looks so simple. Actually, it's very tough. It's very tough. So this Jnanam and Vijnanam, if you hear, so we heard this only this much. I just give you a sample. So mana is different from the body. We discussed this. Body needs sukha, some kind of comforts, and mind needs peace. And Atma wants ananda. It wants spiritual happiness. Who wants that? Atma. Okay? So where you can, wherever nowadays I may develop an element. When I meet somebody first time, I ask him a question. What's the goal of your life and how are you going to attain it? Nobody is able to answer the simple question. Because why? They don't have a good teacher. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to South India, he went to Udupi. I told you that day. He asked these two questions. What's the goal of my life and how do I attain it? True, actually they gave the correct answer, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lifted it still higher. The highest goal is actually, because for a very advanced devotee, to go to Vaikuntha is also not important. Because he is anywhere Vaikuntha for him. Everywhere is kingdom of God for him. And then, therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says now, Mama janmani janmani share bhavatad bhakti ahetuki tvai. Birth after birth I want to serve you, my Lord. That's very advanced devotee. And then next Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how to attain it? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the answer is Shavanam. Hear about the Lord. Okay? So that's if we can. So we can hear. If we accept this principle in my life, every day I'll hear Krishna for some time. The life will change. We hear TV, then life will not change. They will tell you wrong things. You have to hear Krishna. So therefore, every day we get opportunity. When we get opportunity, go to temple. Maybe now when you are small, maybe we cannot understand. Does not matter. We get purified. If you understand, you get the goal of life. I was going to one college. So they asked, sir, why we should listen to you? I said, see, even if you don't understand, you will get purified. If you understand, you will get a goal of your life, which you don't have. Nobody has goal of life. Whatever they have is something very silly. Today I asked somebody, what's the goal of your life? Sir, I want to do good to people. I said, okay. You know what is good? You know what is good for you itself? It's not easy to know what is good. Good. Just like, suppose somebody is sick. He is having some disease. You give him paratha, he may die. So you don't know what is good also. So people don't. And and how to achieve it? Work hard. Then animals are also working hard on the street. The donkeys are also carrying so much load. Just working hard is not an achievement. Prabhupada says, I give you that example, there are 4 kinds of people. Lazy intelligent, active intelligent, lazy fool and busy fool. And Prabhupada said busy fool are most dangerous. And modern society is busy fools. Lazy intelligent is a Brahmana. What is he doing? He's sitting, doing arti and is reading Shastra. Looks very lazy. Typically looks lady. Correct? What he does? Day 6 artis he does, read Shastra, discusses Shastra. He looks very lazy. Then there are Kshatriyas. They're running, conquering kingdoms and establishing. He is busy intelligent. Little less intelligent than Kshatriya, but he runs around. But he also has some spiritual knowledge. So we put them in intelligent category. Now Tamoguna starts from this Vaishya. So he is called fool. But he is lazy fool. He is sitting in a shop and all workers will be running around. Correct? Hey, udhar jao, tum udhar jao. He is making business. He has intelligence to what to sell, what to buy. They don't have. Otherwise they will run the shop. So they run around for him and they do all the jobs. So that is called lazy fool. And the busy fool is a Shudra. And Prabhupada says most dangerous person. And today, busy fool is the goal of life. Work hard, I have to work hard. For what? They don't know. Busy fool. Just like monkeys. If you have gone to Vrindavan, monkeys are very active, very busy. And everybody is disturbed because of them. Okay? So this is actually, so if we can hear to Krishna. So then there is mind which is separate from the body. And the mind is a separate instrument. Therefore, they in any problem today, they give antidepressant. Recently we knew of a case, somebody had a stomach problem, the doctor gave him antidepressant. They give antidepressant like chocolates nowadays. But they do not know antidepressant end with the body, not even the mind. Nothing to do with the mind. It only can be sedative or psychotic, that's all. That is the body. It cannot enter mind because mind is another instrument. It's another plane. Medicines can't, chemicals can't reach there. It's another plane. That is mind. They can't even reach mind. 300 years are over, you are not even able to reach mind. Where you will go? Karono saal baithe rahoge bas. But if you want to come quickly, please hear Krishna. You save so much time. What do you say? It's like in education also they say, why you send children to school? Because अपने आप को समझ सकते हैं, लोग इसमें हजारों साल लग जाएंगे. Teacher फटाफट पता देगा, correct? Just like you want to become a doctor, you go to college. 5 years they teach you what 300 years they have developed, whatever they have developed. You learn fat. So there is an advantage to learn. So Krishna, the greatest teacher, is saying, listen to me. We don't want to listen. That is our mistake. And you see the reality. Whole humanity cannot discover what Krishna told in one line. Your mind is different from the body. 300 years, millions of people, millions of scientists are breaking their head. Sometimes they make a statement, a mind is separate from body, then another person withdraws it. They're not even sure about, they're not able to go one step higher. In fact, one scientist devotee said, forget about mind. There is something called interaction of the senses with the sense object that is before the mind. That also they can't reach. Indriyani, Parani, Ahu, more important than body, the senses. There is Tanmatra interaction, that is even higher than the body. They can't even reach there. Mind is very high. There is the interaction of senses with the sense object. You understand? And senses are not this gross senses. Actually, senses are subtle. That's why you have the phantom hand problem. So senses are actually very subtle. There's the creation, the subtle senses are created. The subtle body has subtle senses and they can't even reach that. The mind will be even more difficult for them to reach. So then beyond the mind is the intelligence which can control the mind. Mind's business is sankalpa, vikalpa. Okay? Sankalpa, vikalpa. I want to run now. I want to play now. I want to eat now. I don't want to eat. Sankalpa, vikalpa. Eat? Yes, I want to eat. No, I don't want to eat. Sankalpa, accept, reject. Accept, reject. And beyond the mind is intelligence, principles. No. I want to get up and run now, but I should not get up in the class. Intelligence will control you. Intelligence is higher than the mind. Correct? Sometimes you feel like I should do something. No, don't do. Somehow you control. Mind says do. Intelligence, don't do. Not good. And beyond the intelligence is the ahankara, your identification. What is ahankara means? False identification. We have no problem with ego. We have problem with false ego. I am enjoyer. I am master. I am controller. That's why in the modern world, that is only taught. Correct? We have daydreaming. करते हैं ना? मैं आगे चलूँगा, मैं बोलूँगा, सब लोग ताली बजाएंगे. वो दिन के स्वप्न देखते रहते हैं. Most of the people, when you are in school, because there is a rat race going on, you keep dreaming some great worship which is going to come. And my life will be successful. That is ahankara. You're only feeding your false ego more and more. It's illusion. And beyond that is the soul. So this is actually now, this is just a small thing. In fact, next shloka Krishna is going to say, Manushyanam sahasreshu kashit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kashim mam veti tattvata. He says, among thousands of men, somebody makes his life perfect. Perfect means at least he understands sense gratification is not good for me. At least this much he understands. If I run after material objects, that will be wastage of my life. There is a very nice shloka said by Prahlad Maharaj. Anyway, let me complete this shloka. I say, Yatatam api siddhana, among the Siddha Purushas, there is somebody very rare who knows me. So you can say Jnani as a Siddha. So among thousands of people, one person understand that I am not body, I am soul. This much. But among them, even this much knowledge are informed, next level is very rare is a person who knows Krishna, which is very, very rare. Therefore it is said Jnanam and Vijnanam. Two things are there of knowledge. Theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. One thing is theoretical knowledge. You understand the sambandha. What is my relation with Krishna? You understand that. That is jnana. But then you have to act on that, no? I understand God is there, then act on that. And I understand I am soul, then why you are involved in material activities? You are not acting on that. We have to act. So that is Vigyan. Vigyan means realized knowledge, practical knowledge. Isn't there two knowledges in any course? Theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. Anyway, so here Krishna is saying, I am going to teach you both theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge in full. And then life becomes so nice. So nice. You have constant enthusiasm in your life.